Hey, welcome everyone. It's Tommy from the Doctors Collective. Today we're talking about the fastest and most effective way to grow your client or customer or patient base, and it's using joint ventures. So what are joint ventures? Well, the way that I define them is it's about finding who has your clients before you and working with that organization in a mutually beneficial way. So you bring your customers to them, they bring theirs to you, and or however it is, you find a way to work together to get you in front of their customer base. And this is something that we're teaching our private clients at the moment. And if you like what we cover and you want to talk more about how this can apply to you specifically in your situation, then click the link around this video and get in touch with us. We can have a conversation and see how this can apply to you so that you can grow your business, whether it's clinic or non-clinic based business, as a doctor, quickly and effectively. So joint ventures, like, what's the big deal? Well, here's the thing. If you don't do joint ventures, it can cause you to, it means that you have to do all the heavy lifting to get things going. You have to do all of the work to find the leads, to warm them up, to sell them in, and it can be an uphill battle. And you know what? It's not impossible. We've built multiple businesses on lead generation ways other than joint ventures, but it can be a lot more challenging to do it that way because you're new. You have to develop that connection, that relationship, that trust, that credibility. But if you use joint ventures, you can align yourself with your joint venture partner and immediately, automatically have that same level of credibility, trust, and authority as well. You can be seen as the trusted advisor or the friend or the colleague of that partner. And we've been doing this for years, and we're working on a couple at the moment, and we've done a number of them recently. And I want to kind of talk to you about some good ones and some bad ones, right? Because you kind of get the idea. It's like, yeah, I can, you kind of get it in a sense that JVs can be beneficial. Joint ventures, we're going to call them JVs from here on out. But people do them wrong, right? And there's a couple of tips, two main tips to make sure that you do them right. The first one is, it's not about just teaming up with anybody. It's not about just teaming up with anybody like the local coffee shop because, hey, sounds like a good idea. No, because that's a waste of time and it doesn't actually help. So what we want to do is, number one, is identify who has your ideal clients. Do your ideal clients actually go to that coffee? Well, firstly, do you know who your ideal client is? And it's not everybody, right? If your description of your ideal client begins with the word anybody or everybody, you're way too broad and vague. You need to narrow it down, significantly narrow it down so that you can identify exactly who they are, what they're going through, what their psychology is, what issues they're having, what problems, what challenges, what fears, what the wants, the frustrations, the dreams that they have, and be able to articulate it as well as they can, or even better. And when you can really craft a message that really speaks to them. And also, when you know who these people are, you know where they're hanging out and who's going to have your ideal client before you. So to give you an example, right, let's say the coffee shop example, right? When you think of your ideal client, do they actually hang out at your local coffee shop? Or do they not? Is there another coffee shop that they're hanging out? Or do they not even drink coffee? Maybe they drink tea. Or not even tea. Maybe they drink milkshakes or fruit juices. Maybe team up with the local Boost juice. So it's about identifying who has your clients before you. Now, it's not about competition. It's not about which competitor has your clients. It's about who in the buying cycle of your clients has them before you. Okay, so for us, for example, for the Doctors Collective, so for someone to become a good client for us, they have to have completed their medical training, been working for a couple of years. They've started a business, so they've dealt with an accountant or a lawyer, a medical legal firm, maybe even a web designer. So to get to the point where they're ready to work with us. And so what we can do is then team up with the accountants, with the lawyers, with the web designers, and see how we can reach out to them and see how we can help each other out. Same thing happens with a lot of people that have contacted us. So for example, a lot of recruiters and locum agencies have been in touch with us because a lot of the people that come to us while they're building their business are simultaneously locuming. they have more flexibility in their shifts. They get paid more for the shifts that they do. So we're talking to a number of them to do a bit of a joint venture so that we can send clients their way and they can do the same thing for us, or we can find out a way to help each other. Okay, so that's the number one main tip is make sure that where you go, your ideal clients are actually hanging out. Number two is don't go in there asking for what you want. Go there asking how can you help? What can you do to help? What can you offer? What do they need? Going that way. Let me just double check to make sure that I'm actually running another webinar simultaneously for one of our businesses, our GAMSAT business. We've got about 6 participants on there, and someone else is running it. I'm just overlooking it, so I need to make sure all good's there. It's all good. Okay, cool. When you approach your potential JV partner, ask how you can help, not what you want to get, but what you can do for them, how you can help them, and then see what they need and how you can offer that to them. This is how we do it. Whenever we do joint ventures, we say, hey, how can we help you? What can we do? How can we benefit to you? And we love it. I love it when people do that to me as well, where they come to us and they say, hey, how can we help you? And in fact, we're actually looking to do some joint ventures for an event that we're running very soon. It's called the No BS. It's called No BS Entrepreneurship for Doctors. We've seen a lot of the crap that's out there. Well, not so much crap. They're good, but they're missing the mark. A lot of these business-based events for doctors, they're missing the mark. So we created one that's really cutting edge, practical, small group session, to the point, and attendees leave with a plan as to how to implement and achieve their life goal, not so much their life, but their lifestyle goals and their business goals. If you want to know more about that, I'll put a link up around this video as well. But yeah, so we're doing some joint ventures around that as well, and we're looking to do them in a big way moving forward this year as well. So you'll see a lot of them coming up. We'll let you know when we're doing them, and I recommend you guys do them. We're teaching this to our private clients as well. It's going to be really, really cool. And if you want to see how this can apply to you, if you want to have a conversation and a chat as to how it can help you to implement joint ventures or any other type of marketing to leverage your business, to give you more time and to grow it more effectively, click the link that's around this video to have a chat with us, and we can help you out that way. But for now, apply what we've talked about, and I'll see you next time.